There's only one way this is gonna go. What up, people? Weem coming to you from Virus Central. Oh, still alive. Still got the fire beam. Things are still moving along. As you can see, obviously filth. Some things have never changed. That's trophies I earned the other night. Hope you're all well. Let's go for a ride. It's been a while. If it'll start. Here we are, post-COVID shenanigans. I hope you're well. It's been a while since I've done this. It's been about a year and a half, I think, since I last recorded a video. Where are we? June, end of June, we are just now. I thought I'd give this thing a go, you know. It's been a while since I've done vlogging. So, this is where I find out I'm not recording. No, yeah. And yeah, one of the main reasons I stopped, in all honesty, was just laziness. Not because video editing takes ages, which it does, but because I got a new helmet and I couldn't get the camera to fit on the helmet. So if you know me, then you know that I usually ride around in an HJC R10 carbon, but I had it for more than 5 years and it was time to change it. In the end, I went for a Shoei NXR is what I have. So I got a good deal on it. I got like a year-old paint scheme on it, so I saved an absolute fucking fortune. It's the price of being trendy, I guess, is you pay the full amount. But as you can see, I still have the fire theme. It's still in existence. Yeah, so I thought I'd just go out for a bit of a ride today. I'm still working, although remotely, but I've had a really, really busy week at work. And I just need to get out and just chill for a bit. I have been going out, but literally it's just been for exercise stuff, just cycling. But yeah, it's nice to get out on the two wheels, or rather the powered two wheels. See the same with the scenery. So as you can see by the levels of traffic, things have been relaxed. So let's just shovel in a bit, shall we? I did go out a few times, in the initial stages of the lockdown. It was 3 medical trips. So I've really not been out on it at all. Oh, look at that, I'm still indicating. What a fucking noob. I'll get an indication of how little I've written that I've forgotten all this kind of stuff that you do automatically. So this is my first ride in about 4 months that is purely for me and not for the purpose of shopping or medication. This is me just getting out for my own sanity. So a few other things have changed. After the lockdown thing, I had time to do some maintenance and repairs on the fire beam that I needed to do. I needed time in case there was a problem to fix it, because I commute on it. I've decided to upgrade the GoPro camera to a Hero 8 from the 4 silver that I had before, and it's alright. I actually wanted it more than anything for the image stabilization. If I could have kept the Hero 4 but had the software in it to do the stabilization, I would have just stayed with the 4, to be honest. Because now that I've got this thing, I've got to use a bloody audio adapter, which is a pain in the ass. Massive pain in the ass. Not so much having it plugged in, it's no big deal because you've got to plug something into the camera anyway, but it's just trying to store it somewhere out of the way that's not too bulky. So at the moment I have it velcroed to my chin. So I might do a new camera setup video to replace the old one I had. I'm just going to go to Windsor today. Just a short ride up, just to have a look. Oh, collar's twisted. Just have a wee look at, see what's happening in Windsor. I imagine it's pretty busy as it used to be. So to put a timestamp on where we are today, there's been a huge movement in the Black Lives Matter thing. Or the cause? No. Human rights movement, I guess it is. Hopefully, this is the one. I mean, just recently they've had a whole load of statues that have been torn down that were people that were famous for various reasons, but not including that they were slave traders, and it's like, well, yeah. If I knew they'd done that, then I'd have been right out there with them, helping them pull it down. Yeah, there's no room for that in today's society. Even in previous society there wasn't really any room for it, but human life had a different cost in it, I guess. Lives were a lot more kind of dispensable. When we look at it today, and it's shocking, but if you were to look at it from, say, like, what, 100, 200 years ago, and it would be an aspirational thing. And I'm not saying like black people are like today's microwaves or electric vehicles, not at all, but it's been going on far too long, and it needs to be addressed. And hopefully all these protests that everybody's doing, I hope that it fixes it once and for all. And I know that there's still going to be some level of racism in the world, and that's just it's just how people are just taught, I guess. So it might take a few generations of people to fully get rid of it, but there's no need for it. Not now, not in the future. It's good positive steps. Unfortunately it came off the back of a tragedy, as these things often do. The injustice of something is so stark. You know, people can't sit still, because I think it is human nature for... Oh, nice. It is human nature for us to want equality and justice. And there's very few people, I think, actually, that are the ones that are looking to have power over other people, or to degrade other people, or keep people down for some reason. I don't know why you would want to do that. But unfortunately, it is a human trait. More so in some people than others, because, you know, everybody's complex and what have you. And I'll take the piss and I'll joke around with people, but it's never malicious. And I'm more than happy if they want to have a joke back, because that to me is a bonding thing. And it can go wrong, because I remember when I was a kid, one of my friends who was Chinese, we all hung around together in school and stuff, and we were playing, and at the time there was a cartoon, which you may know, Hong Kong Phooey. We were all kind of like mucking around and stuff, and then, I don't know, I started singing Hong Kong Phooey kind of thing, because, you know, we associated karate with the Orient, which I think fair enough. But he got really upset about it, and he told the teachers, and I'm really glad he did, because we got pulled up for it. And I was really upset, and I wasn't so much upset that the teachers pulled us up, but I was really upset that I'd hurt my friend. And that was, even to this day I remember that. And it was purely innocent, but you know, you learn these things. It was done it was done out of friendship, but it was not taken that way. You know, when you're kids, you just can't deal with it, whereas an adult you would say that's not acceptable, and you apologise and move on. Lesson learned. This M3's making a bit of a meal of it. Fucking idiot. So as you can see, people aren't really social distancing very much anymore, which is kind of stupid. So we've had the first wave, and my prediction is that we're going to have the second wave soon. Purely because people are actually distancing themselves. But I think people are a lot more conscious of hygiene now. And I rarely got colds and flus, and I think a part of it is I'm a bit of a neat freak on my hands. So while people are off getting flu jabs, I never really got the flu. I would occasionally get like run down and a bit of a cold, but nah, nothing really. I think part of the benefit is where I work is actually really grubby outside. So whenever I go out and come back in again, I would always wash my hands. So I've always kept pretty healthy, not needed much sick time. It's just nice to get out, see some daylight. Is that twat again? You can f*** off. Not so much because it's a quad, but more because he was riding like a twat. So I know they don't have to wear gear, like a helmet or anything, but from the little experience I have had on quads, it'd be crazy not to wear like a helmet or something. It's interesting. So I mean, restaurants are opening up, bars and stuff. I wonder if they are. Good. All I want is multiple Wagamama's to open up. And Gormless Burger. Because it's just nice to have somebody make food for me for a change. Unfortunately I've got to pay for the privilege, but hey, there you go. What's going on there? It's got strawberry red lights. Oh, ambulance. Wonder who that's for. Why shit? Me, because I'm not paying attention, that's it. Too busy looking in the mirror. But the van was like, you motherfucker! White van man, over in the 30 and he's off. He's got anger foot on the gas pedal. If anyone else is going to do that to me, the next time I run a red light, it'll be justified. In other words, the next red light he comes to, just like he was going to run it anyway. The ears feel so much better now. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, bit of a crosswind. I'm not talking about an angry fart. So we're gonna hack up these roads, and if I don't finish up before, then until the next time, people, a wee man. I see a fairy, I see a fairy. Well, don't think it'll ever change.